day, Sir Craig. Today I will be discussing about what I have learned about performance assessment. So here are my learning objectives. So at the end of the lesson, the learner are expected to describe what is performance assessment and identify what makes a good performance assessment. So first, we define what is performance assessment. Performance assessment, also known as alternative or authentic assessment, is a form of testing that requires students to perform a task rather than select an answer from a ready-made list. Also, this assessment measures how well students apply their knowledge, skills, and abilities to authentic problems. The key feature is that it requires the students to produce something such as a report, experiment, or performance which is scored against a specific criteria. So for example, a student may be asked to explain historical events, generate scientific hypotheses, solve math problems, converse in a foreign language, or conduct research on an assigned topic. So experienced raters, either teachers or other trained staff, then judge the quality of the student's work based on the agreed upon set of criteria. This form of assessment is most widely used to directly assess writing ability based on text produced by students under the test instructions. So here are examples of performance assessments include composing a few sentences in an open-ended response, developing a thorough analysis in an essay, conducting a laboratory investigation, curating a portfolio of student work, and completing an original research paper. So here are the strengths and weaknesses of a performance assessment. So first are the strengths. Performance assessments integrate assessment with instructions. The learning also occurs during an assessment, and it provides opportunities for formative assessment. It tends to be more authentic than other types of assessment and is more engaging. It also provides additional way for students to show what they know and can do, the emphasis in reasoning skills, and forces teachers to establish specific criteria to identify successful performance. Also, it gives emphasis on application of knowledge, and it encourages a re-examination of instructional goals and the purpose of schooling. For the weaknesses, we have the reliability or precision may be difficult to establish. Also, the measurement error due to subjective nature of the scoring may be significant. Inconsistent student performance across time may result in an inaccurate conclusions, and also few samples of students' achievements. It also requires considerable teacher time to prepare and student time to complete. Also, it is difficult to plan for amount of time needed, and it limits the ability to generalize to a larger domain of knowledge. So what makes a good performance assessment? Effective performance assessments allow students to apply knowledge to solve a problem or demonstrate a skill. In a performance assessment, students demonstrate or construct something, and that work is assessed using observation and judgment, often using a tool like a rubric. So here are the following methods that have been used successfully to assess performance. First, we have the open-ended or extended response exercises. These are questions or other prompts that require students to explore a topic orally or in writing. Students might be asked to describe their observations from a science experiment or present arguments an historic character would make concerning a particular proposition. For example, what would Abraham Lincoln argue about the causes of the Civil War? Next is the extended task. So these are assignments that require sustained attention in a single work area and are carried out over several hours or longer. Such tasks could include drafting, reviewing, and revising a poem, conducting and explaining the results of a science experiment on photosynthesis, or even painting a car in an auto shop. And lastly, portfolios. These are selected collections of a variety of performance-based work. A portfolio might include a student's best pieces and the student's evaluation of the strengths and weaknesses of several pieces. So the portfolio may also contain some works in progress that illustrate the improvements of the students has made over time. So these methods, like all types of performance assessments, require that students actively develop their approaches to the task under defined conditions, knowing that their work will be evaluated according to agreed upon standards. So this requirement distinguishes performance assessment from other forms of testing. So importance of performance assessments. So well-crafted performance assessments will help teachers gauge the levels of student understanding, help the teacher to correct any student misunderstandings, and provide instruction needed to move thinking and learning along. So, the benefits of performance assessment. So, a system of developmental checklists, portfolios of students of children's work, and summary reports, when used together, can help you to recognize that children can express what they know and can do in many different ways. May it be evaluate progress and as well as performance, and also it evaluate the whole child. So that's all for performance assessment. Here are my references. Thank you and good day.